We are usually starting with a group meditation, and we do that again. We'll start a little bit different this time. We just sit comfortably, closing our eyes. And then we put the attention gently, softly on the heart chakra, it's called, in the middle of the chest. Just be there with the attention slightly, gently, softly, not concentrating, not focusing too much. Just be there gently with the attention on this heart chakra place. It doesn't matter what happens around, thoughts can be here still, sounds or whatever. Just gently there with the attention in the middle of the chest, his heart chakra area. Now we enter into the non-doing meditation, which means you don't have attention anywhere specific. Of course, the attention will naturally jump from one thing to another. That is natural. It's nothing that we do. We just sit here, allow the moment to be exactly as it is, not interested in anything specific, not pushing anything away, just sitting here, doing absolutely nothing. And if thoughts are grabbing attention, we just remember the instruction. We're not interested in it. We not push away any thoughts. We're simply not interested in them. And then they will subside by themselves. If they are really interesting, they are coming again, grabbing attention. We can't say to ourselves, okay, I admit it's an interesting thought. I will think about it after the meditation. We're just sitting here. Allow the moment to be exactly as it is. Everything is allowed to be as it is in this moment. Nothing is pushed away. We are not interested in anything at all. We are sitting here, doing absolutely nothing. And if emotions are rising, we treat them in the same way. Not run away from them. We don't try to push them away. We're not ignoring them. We don't do anything about them at all. We don't try to fix them. Emotions are also allowed to be here as everything else, as body sensations, or seeing lights, or pictures from the past. Everything is allowed to be exactly as it is just now. We're simply not interested in anything particular, not analyzing anything, just sitting here, doing absolutely nothing. Okay, we can take 1 or 2 minutes to come out of meditation. Hi everybody. Nice to see you all again. So in this meditation, we usually come to a quite comfortable place. Maybe we like to be there all the time. But that is of course just half of life. We want to enjoy life also. But of course it's a beautiful place we come to usually in meditation. Something which is, we are coming to a place which is untouched by the story. There's no danger here. There's no one challenging us. Some kind of peace maybe. Stillness, silence, comfortable, joy without the cause. So it's a nice place to be. But in meditation can be a trap. In what way can it be a trap? It's because when we are in daily activity, life is a little bit challenging. And we don't feel good all the time. And we don't feel good. Emotions are coming. Memories from the past are coming maybe. Some past experiences are triggered. Tension in the body or whatever. Maybe it's destructive beliefs about ourselves and others are coming. We don't want this, of course. It's a very unpleasant state. We want to do something about it, which is natural. We want to be happy and peaceful and loving all the time. Actually, that is our nature. Actually. So we feel something is wrong. I don't feel good. And there, of course, a lot of strategies, ways to cope with this situation of not feeling good. One of them can be to go to meditation. Oh, I don't feel good. I have to meditate again. But that is actually can be a trap. Because what we are doing is that we are going to this meditative state, which is, as we saw, as we said, it's a beautiful state of harmony and stillness and quietness and peace and joy. But in this state, it seems to be away from this feeling of being not feeling good, but it's actually a trap because we are running away from that feeling of not feeling good, or tension of the body, or destructive beliefs. And it will come back. So the meditation is actually just a temporary release from that. Why? So that reason, the cause of this not feeling good, which has happened in the first place. So instead of running to the cave, running to meditation, it's very useful to ask the question, why am I not feeling good? Why is this tension in the body? Why is this destructive beliefs coming? So we are looking at this instead of running to a cozy place when there's harmony, but it's only temporary release. Because the cause of our not feeling good or tension in the body, it has not been worked out in meditation. It's very important to understand this, that in the meditation, nothing is worked upon. We just see what is actually reality. You come into this state of being, a state of just being here, living, existing, beautiful, but it doesn't solve any problem. The problem is solved in the daily activity. We have to ask ourselves, why is it a problem in the first place at all? And to see what is the cause of me not feeling good, instead of running away from it to the cave. It can be good to be aware of this, to not go into the easiest way of coping with the situation by running into meditation again. But there's another way of doing this, which we have never talked about really, and that is that when we say go to meditation, it means to actually practically go and sit down and meditate and everything feels good again, even if nothing has been solved. But there is another way to do this, and that is, and I know some people do that, that's why we bring it up here now, they go to the silence in daily activity. So when we don't feel good and we have this silence in the background, we have this place, meditative state, a little bit in the background. It is available there. We can put the attention on that place. There's a little bit of a trap that we go there instead of coping with what is actually here as not feeling good. So in these cases, I don't feel good. I have tension in the body. Oh, I go to the presence. I go to the silent space, which is in the background. We go to that, put the attention there. And of course, that feels good there. It's like coming to a meditative state, but just in another way. Instead of sitting down and really meditating, we are going there in daily activity, but it's a trap also, because it doesn't solve the problem. It's just going to a cozy corner. So instead, we need to admit, I don't feel good. And ask ourselves the question, why is it arising? And usually, I would say 99% of the cases, it's arising because we believe some kind of negative thought about ourselves or about others. So it's about becoming aware of these negative thoughts, which is triggering these emotions, which is triggering the tension in the body, which is triggering other destructive beliefs about ourselves and others and life. It's about becoming aware of this negative thought which is arising. And of course, meditation is one way to create a distance between the thoughts, the thought in itself and is believed to be true. And these thoughts, which is triggering these emotions and triggering the tension in the body and other destructive beliefs, these thoughts can actually be categorized in 4 different ways, 4 different parts. Usually there is a protest that this moment should not be like this. The situation is what it is, and that's a protest coming. It shouldn't be like this, it should be something else. And that creates tension in the body, may create emotions. It shouldn't be like this. May create other destructive beliefs. It's one way, which is quite common in us, to protest what is actually here in the moment, what is actually real, what's actually the case. But instead of saying, okay, now this is how it is, we believe the protest, because the protest in itself is not harmful. It shouldn't be like this. This moment shouldn't be like this. It's coming up as a thought, as a protest, and then it is believed to be true, the second part. But there's an option here to believe that this thought is true or not. But we usually have an identity here. It goes so quickly, but trained in this way of functioning, goes so quickly we don't see it. It's actually 2 parts. The protesting as idea and the belief that it is actually true. Yes, it is true. It shouldn't be like this. And this kind of ideas we believe to be true about the present moment can very easily create emotions and tension in the body and other destructive beliefs. Another area is that the idea that I have to fix it, I have to fix my life, I have to do this, I have to do that, I need to, and so on. But we had looked at about this quite in detail. We don't have to go into now in the details. Just to mention that there is also one way that emotions can arise, negative emotions arise, chance in the body, and destructive beliefs, other destructive beliefs. The idea that I have to fix my life. I have to, I must, I need. But this is not true, as we have been seeing before. This is just a belief. Everything is just happening by itself. There is no personal doer here. We have seen that in other sessions. But it is so strong belief that I have to, I must, I need. That it creates tension in the body, system gets stressed. I have to, and emotions are rising. But to see that it's not true, it means that the emotions are not arising. The tension in the body is not arising. And our destructive beliefs are not rising. When we see it's not true, it's beliefs I have to. It's the same as seeing that the moment is what it is. And the protest against this is meaningless because it's too late. And when that is seen, the emotions rise, it subsides. The tension in the body subsides. When it is seen that, but this is how it is. And there is no great triggered emotions and tensions in the body. The third area is, of course, that we have ideas about ourselves, about this person here. For instance, I'm not good enough. I will not make it. I'm a loser. Or whatever you have. Everyone is unique here. We have our personal story. Or whatever these negative beliefs about ourselves, it of course has a tendency when it is triggered to create emotions. If I had the idea I'm not good enough and someone says something which can be interpreted as I am not good enough. I knew it. He is right. That will of course create tension in the body. It will create other destructive beliefs about myself maybe, and it creates emotions. I really feel I'm not good enough. But of course, as we have been looked at in individual sessions, especially, this belief about ourselves is not true. But as long as they are grabbing our attention and have a power, they will create these emotions and tensions. And the fourth and last area is that we feel that this moment is not complete. This moment has to be improved, and has to be improved by me. The idea that this moment is absolutely not complete. But of course, as we have been doing, when we look at the present moment, this moment, we see when we look at it more deeply that it's actually quite okay. When the thought of not being complete is not having a power, then we see that the present moment is actually quite fine. So we are coming back to the present moment in this way. We are coming to the kind of peace and quietness and stillness, which is always here when we are in the present moment and not believing the thoughts which is negative and tell us that this moment is not complete. We have been looking at this more in detail before, all these four areas. This is just some kind of summary for us to understand that all these beliefs, because of course it's a common feature of all this thinking. We are talking about thoughts all the time. We are talking about negative thoughts. And all these negative thoughts are triggering motions and tension in the body. And to run to the cave, to run to the meditation, does not solve any problem. Hopefully that is quite clear by now. We have to look at why are they arising in the first place. And this is what we very briefly now had looked upon. And we have looked upon it before also in our sessions in more detail, and especially individual sessions. And by looking at this and see how the negative beliefs having this enormous power over our life, they are subsiding. They're going away. The tension of the body goes away. The destructive beliefs goes away. And what is seen then? Liberation is seen. The liberated state of what we see in the meditation is now seen. Oh, but it is here also. I thought it was only available in the meditation. No, it is always here. It's permanently here. And you come to liberation. Not come to is actually discovering what is already here and has been here all the time. We're just taking away the obstacles for not seeing it. And the obstacles is the negative beliefs we have about ourselves and others and life. But to go to meditation or to go to this silence in the background, it doesn't solve any problem. Of course, the meditation in itself is extremely valuable because we come to reality. In the meditation, there is no negative beliefs usually. There is no question that I'm not good enough. It doesn't arise. There is no question that this moment is not complete. There's no questioning of the future. And there's no question that I have to fix my life. All these negative beliefs about ourselves is not present during meditation. That is why we see how it really is when we don't believe these thoughts. We see the oneness being, sense of being here, sense of existing, sense of living, just being here, always at peace, always at joy, and loving, existing, living, being. But when we come out from meditation, we have to cope with these obstacles which are still there in terms of these thoughts which are not present in meditation. This is what we do. And we see that there is no inside or outside. We are living in the liberated state 24/7 permanently. State of being, state of presence, which is showing itself as this beautiful personal story, which now can be appreciated for the first time and can be enjoyed for what it is. Some kind of entertainment or what you want to call it. But we are not there. We know we are not there. We are that which is creating it, so to speak, showing itself as it, a pure being, which is total bliss and love. This is what we are. So I will open up for questions now, or protests, or comments, or whatever. Can you open up your video a little bit so we can see each other? Well, there you are. So anyone wants to say something? Hi, Dimitri. And your friend there beside. We are sending from Sri Lanka, and the internet is not so stable. So if something happens here, you just wait until it comes back again. I just mentioned it. Violet is the name of this woman. Yeah. Hi, Violet. Nice to see you. Is everything crystal clear? Or is everything total confusion? Or maybe something in between? Yes, Krishna.
Yeah. Hi, Crystal.
Hi, Krishna.
It's thank you so much for the lovely self-inquiry, just helping me to go more deeper every day. And I feel the more still I become, the thoughts are even more vibrant. They just come in front of me.
Mm.
And but I trust this space which is observing,
Mm.
and I'll keep being in that space of the observer and just um, whatever guidance I'm getting from you, I'm just following that. So
Mm.
yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Just one comment of the observing. It may seem like that something which is observing things are going, but it's actually not true. There's nothing observing. There's no one observing. If you look at it more closely, you will see that this state of being, a state of presence, just living, existing, is here. Yes, there's something going on here. Something going on. Experiences are coming and going, feelings are coming and going, sensations are coming and going. Thoughts are creating some kind of story out of it, so interpreting what is happening on these things which are coming and going. But is there really any observance of it? Or is it just two different things? And of course, it can be felt. I mean, it's natural to say it, but it can be felt like that there is some kind of observer or observance of it. But actually, it is a little bit deeper than that. And you'll see it. I just make this metaphor again about the ocean and the waves. That everything is actually one. Reality has a quality of being one. It's only the one, you could say. So the one ocean that we are, you are the ocean. And the ocean has still two aspects. One aspect is the depth of the ocean, silence, stillness, not moving. That is what we meet in the meditation. Nothing is happening there, unchanging. But the ocean is also showing itself as the waves, not in the waves, but as the waves. Reality is one. The one ocean is still there. It's just showing itself in another aspect as what we call the waves. And the waves is our story. So we are not cut from the story. There is no one observing the story. There is no observance or witnessing of the story. We are actually both. We are one reality showing itself as his silence in meditation and then seeing the silence in activity in the background, maybe more and more and more and more. And then this story, which is the waves. Things are coming and going, phenomena rising and falling. We call it experiences. The thinking puts labels on it, called experiences, visual experiences, auditory experiences, feelings, sensation of the body, whatever. All that is happening from morning to evening, always passing. That is the waves. And we are the waves too. So we're not going away from the story. We're realizing that we are the story too. But we are also this silent being which is untouched by what happens in the story. Always free. Total freedom. Thank you for bringing it up, Krishna. Very good. Thank you. And even if it's not seen today by you, by people here in the group, or by people listening and looking at it, even if it's not seen now, it will be seen. It will be seen in the state of oneness. That is where we all are going to. Some of you already there. Actually, some of you already in this group are already there. But it will be seen by everybody. Just follow the instructions. The only thing which is hindering us from not seeing oneness is a belief in a separate me, and that we have been looking at quite much in detail in other sessions. We will not do it now. If that is not a question around it, of course. Any other questions or comments? So for you who wants to come soon to a new meeting, you can come tomorrow. Because tomorrow, of course, is Sunday, so we have another meeting at the same time with Russian translation, but people maybe not be bothered about this. So we can see each other tomorrow then. And we can close this meeting by just being in silence a couple of minutes. Thank you for coming here today. Thank you very much.